some say living a glamorous life, living the life. You know, they had a romantic night in Paris not long ago. They had dinner at one of D.C.'s 4-star restaurants, the world's most expensive helicopter ride, a lot of people would say, to Broadway in New York. Vogue, cover shots. But all that glamour, is it over the top or just fine as long as the president takes care of more pressing matters out there, you know, like the economy? We put the question to two giants of talk radio, Lars Larson, conservative talk show host of the Lars Larson Show, and Stephanie Miller, the liberal syndicated host of the Stephanie Miller Show. Good morning to you both. I know you all are quite familiar with each other, so this ought to be good. So tell us here, and again, this nobody's suggesting here, Lars, that this is taking away from his day job necessarily. So what is your problem with this man having the commitment to his wife and to his family and still enjoying his life?
Well, we all know this isn't the most serious issue in the world, but I have no problem with him taking his wife out on a date. I just think he should pay the cost. And I think it's symbolism more than anything else. In all seriousness, we all saw those idiot auto executives show up in private jets, hat in hand, to say, we need to borrow money, which is kind of a dumb thing to do, and we agreed on that at the time. It's also dumb for a president who's leading us trillions of dollars into new debt to use the company jet to take his wife on a date. He's a millionaire.
But
he
Lars,
can pay the tab.
Come on, but Lars, Stephanie, please, I hear you laughing. You want to go ahead and get in there, but I mean, he doesn't have the option. He can't just say, I'm going to fly JetBlue somewhere. I mean, this stuff comes with being president.
You're right, Lars. He absolutely should have taken a Greyhound. I wouldn't worry about security or anything. Are you kidding me? You know, CJ, these family values Republicans that have been lecturing us for years, I think they're startled to see actual family values. People that actually want to spend time with their first wife and their kids. That's what this is.
Lars, wouldn't you agree there that part of the job of the president and the first lady is to set an example? And part of that is to set a good example at home. Isn't that what he's doing?
It's a great example to take your wife out on a date. And if he had taken her over to, say, the Kennedy Center, that would have been fine. But taking a private jet to New York just to do this, if he had done it in connection with an official function, no big deal. But in this case, $25,000, $50,000, whatever the cost to the taxpayers, seems a bit extravagant unless he's paying for it himself. And as I said, Barack Obama is a millionaire. He can pay the tab himself. Why shouldn't he?
Stephanie, isn't the okay, go ahead. I don't even have to ask the question. Go ahead.
Come on. Is this all you guys got, Lars, on the right? And I don't know if you guys are married guys, but you try breaking a promise like that to your wife.
Hey, listen, I take my wife out on dates all the time, but I don't expect the radio station to pay for it.
But in that regard there, Stephanie.
He's the President of the United States. Seriously, is this the kind of small ball you guys are going to play for 4 years?
It's all about symbolism.
He can walk and chew gum. He can solve, just because we had a president that couldn't walk and chew gum at the same time. This
now
president
that's
actually can solve problems.
Listen, I'll tell you what, Stephanie, if I ask Compass Media to fly my wife and I in a private jet to New York City for a date, I can tell you exactly what Peter Kosan would tell me.
Okay, on that point there, guys. Yes, you're not president, but on that point there, Lars and Stephanie, if he takes, however much you said it cost him to take this trip to New York, isn't he single-handedly stimulating the economy in a lot of ways by going to this play? A lot of people have interest in it. He goes to a restaurant, and the place has to expand almost. Isn't he still being a goodwill ambassador in a lot of ways and stimulating the economy all on his own?
Yeah, I've said we could get out of this entire recession, CJ, just by selling Obama tchotchkes. The Obama tchotchke business is the only one that's still doing well.
Lars, you buying that?
No, and I guess we could put more czars in till he has more than the Romanovs, and if we check all their background taxes, we can get them to pay up, and we'll solve the federal deficit tomorrow.
All right. Well, Stephanie, let me, to this point, does it at least, whether you agree with it or not, does it at least look bad to see, I mean, a lot of people are hurting mightily at this time, but just to see the image of their president jet setting and nights in Paris, just to be seemingly living a glamorous life, does it at least send kind of a questionable signal?
Oh, CJ, first of all, I love this. People said he was vacationing, he was sightseeing in Paris. He was there for the D-Day. He was working. You know, he was not on vacation. You're going to begrudge a man taking his wife and kids to see some things in Paris when he's there working, representing the United States of America? And
think of all the money he saved by avoiding that side trip to Israel, too. You know, he saved all that cash as well.
You're really going to begrudge a guy is sightseeing with his wife and kids while he's on a work. George Bush took more vacation than any president in recent memory. He was not on vacation. He was working.
All right. Well, I'm glad we could reach a consensus this morning. We've got that all worked out, guys. Stephanie Miller, Lars Larson. Good to see you all as always. I'm glad you all are as familiar with each other as you are. Or you might have been taking some of that stuff personally. But thank you for being here this morning, and the debate will go on. You guys have a good one.
You bet.
Thanks,
Take care.
That's